One of the studies which I was going to question you on was that there was a survey conducted on all females which shown that 80% of them lacked self-esteem. Why do you think that is?
80% is a large number.
I know, very large number.
I think it's probably majorly accurate, but I think a degree of that would be females actually do have more self-esteem, but they feel like they can't say they do because they'll be seen as too much or too confident. I don't actually think 80% of us surely have that lack of self-esteem. It'll still be a high number because I think from social media nowadays, I think the unrealistic expectations of females, how we should look, what we should be achieving at this age, men as well, like nowadays with social media, like what we all think we should have done by the age that we're at is just wild, and so your self-esteem does shrink when you're open to seeing all of that success such young. But I think with females, we have been battered down, just like in history, to not being good enough, and females will carry that. I think there's more of an emphasis on how we look to how men look, and that's obviously going to take a bit of a hit on your self-esteem over time. Yeah,
because self-esteem, like for me, is just that sense of being. It's not actually your confidence, it's not your own self-respect. And like when I seen the study myself, and I wasn't shocked, because obviously, like you said, I feel like if it was reflected in it was men, I didn't actually do the research on it, but I'm sure it would match, because I feel like you said, a lot of people who are going through the TikTok generation of seeing how successful other people are, or comparing to other people who are doing a lot better than them, it can be a massive struggle, and then they feel like they're not enough when they're doing a lot better than probably 90% of other people. You're just looking at the 1%, and it's this constant battle of trying to be better than those who are better than you, but also accepting that you're better than a lot of other people, and trying to, like you said, find that sort of, what was the word that you used at the start, that sense of self where you're happy with where you currently are and you know what you want to do, and not setting unrealistic goals or comparing to other people, because that's what's going to knock your self-esteem. And I think comparison on social media is probably one of the biggest reasons because of that.
Yeah, social media is amazing in so many ways, and like I'm not going to pretend that I don't love it, because I do. Like I love all the aesthetic stuff. I'm really here for it. I love all the content creation that people do. I'm here for it. But I think being subject to that every single day can massively dwarf like how you view your success and just who you are as a person. This is why I always talk about being present and being grounded and grateful with who you are and what you're doing, taking time offline as well. But you can wake up in the morning, and like I don't go on my phone in the morning anymore. I'll literally turn my alarm off. I'm vertical as soon as my alarm goes off, because I can't do more than one alarm. I'm vertical. I text my boyfriend and say good morning, and then that's it. I don't go on my phone until later on in the day then, or like after I've trained, after I've had clients, whatever. Because when I was going on social media, first thing, you end up scrolling. I could see like 40 girls in the space of like 2 minutes while I'm scrolling down. One could be in a bikini in Dubai looking incredible. One could have just bought a house. You know, like you're letting all these people into your day before you've even got up. And I might then look at myself in the mirror and think, oh God, I don't look that good today. And if I hadn't seen the picture of a girl in a bikini, I might not have even looked at my body at all that morning. And I might not be looking at my body comparing it to hers, but subconsciously I've seen that. So I'm looking at myself and thinking, you look rubbish. And then it shadows your whole day. So it can have a hold on people, like me included, it can. But it's then also, it can be a place of motivation. It can be a place for positive things as well.
And obviously you have to find yourself to understand if it's motivating you or if it's having a negative effect. One of the quotes that I've compared to social media is, comparison is the thief of joy. So if I was to do a marathon, I could go on my TikTok and someone's doing an ultra marathon. If I did a high rock, someone's just done 2 in a row or 3 in a row. Or if I've done some sort of diet, there's a bodybuilder stepping on stage who looks a lot better. There's always going to be someone, unfortunately, who's doing a little bit better, but you might be better than them in other areas of your life. And obviously, gratitude and being grateful for where you currently are is going to help you be grounded and understand that you're in such a good position yourself as well. How important is gratitude to you?
Yeah, I don't think I could get through my days in a good mental headspace if I wasn't grateful for where I'm currently at. And I think you realise that when you go through hard things that you can't control, because it's like, if you're not grateful for now, you're not going to remember how good your life is. I think it's easy to get swept up in your day, get swept up with work, like we work all the time, or even just get swept up with the next goal. It could be anything, but if you're not present with your body right now and how you're feeling, what you're grateful for, and I think people cringe a little bit at journaling and at gratitude and stuff, But deep down, if you know how you're feeling and if you can look at the world a little bit better each day, then you're going to show up better and you're going to be a nicer person. You're going to be a better person. I think gratitude's essential for everybody. And the people that don't practice it should.
And what would journaling be one of the main things that you do for gratitude?
You don't have to. I personally just write down 3 gratitudes per day, and I have since lockdown. I just like doing that. But it can even, you can say 1 in the morning. You can say it to other people. Like one thing that I have tried to do is I've started posting like a little journal prompt and stuff, but 1 being, what qualities you want to show the world today. Like that's one that I've been doing, not every day, but when I remember. And that could be kindness. It could be discipline. So if you're someone who isn't committing to your commitments, you're not actually eating the right food, or you're going to miss that training session and stuff. It's like, if you tell yourself, I'm going to show discipline today, you're going to get those things done. Or it could be you want to show kindness. It's just being aware. Like, if you're aware and present with yourself, you're going to feel grounded. You're going to feel like you've got intention, fulfillment. It's all of the self-development positive traits you get from understanding where you are and being grateful for it.
So, just before this video ends, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a clip that gives you an insight into my new podcast, The New Renaissance. If you've not already, stop right now, click the subscribe button on YouTube, click the follow button on Spotify, so you can be in tune and notified for all the future episodes. I've got plenty of guests that are going to come on and help you develop yourself as an individual.